The jungle people is about BOLO V&R within a place. You understand what I deal with? I have to give some credit where credit is due, because you have these people on the internet, we have them platform where I do excellent work. We make my job very easier. You feel me I deal with? So Dean Jacksonville, people who don't notice me subscribe. Yeah, me subscribe. And notice me click all. Good. So I go over there and go support. Talk your mind TV. You understand? Raw and uncut. You feel me I deal with? Long time I want about certain things. No. They don't know. We ain't known some. Reggae dub scene, the history of reggae music channel. Right? Go over there and go subscribe. Right? Do the right thing. Good? That is it. Now, let's get into the content, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure so we give them the props. Integrity versus corruption. That is the banner. And it's fitting. Right? Because by one end, we're going to deal with the corruption first, and then we're going to end off on a good note and deal with, you know, the integrity part of it. Oh, my mic sound, people. My mic sound too loud on the device, or is it good? You get me and say, let me know. So, this is a bangarang straight. The bangarang is with NEPA and also with Moko. The Moko division. You see me I deal with? So we're going to touch upon both things. Alright, let's get into it. Make you hear what Dean Jackson Miller have to say.
Not lying. I don't know where to start with this one. How does Jamaica's environmental regulator enter into an agreement with a company that is before the court charged with environmental pollution? Then we hear the agreement is secret. We can't know what is in it. And then when it's released, the details are shocking. Thank you so much for joining me courtside. I'm Dean Jackson Miller. Stay tuned. When there was an oil break down, all right? So there's a whole heap going on here. Let's break it down, all right? This all started the 11th of December 2023 when there was an oil spill into the Rio Cobre. This is what NEPA, that's a National Environment and Planning Agency, said in its report, in its chronology of events about the spill. They said that when they investigated on the 12th of December, it was revealed that heavy fuel oil had been released from the boiler house at Jamaica Beverages that's operated by Tradewinds Citrus, and that's a company that makes True Juice. An enforcement notice was issued and charges were filed against Tradewinds for breaches of the Wildlife Protection Act for polluting a river containing fish, and the matter was being heard in the St. Catherine Parish Court. Now, I should say that according to NEPA, their enforcement report dated the 23rd of February 2024 said Tradewinds took all necessary steps to address the impact of the oil spill and that they had eliminated any further threat to the environment from the facility. But shock, shock, shock. NEPA comes to court last week and says they came to an agreement with Tradewinds and they're discontinuing the court case. The judge asked for a copy of the agreement. The lawyer say no, the judge can't see the agreement because it's confidential. Of course.
So at this general just call we a talk about. Would I love to talk to a judge and would I love to talk to a lawyer? Any of them out there can call me right now. Because I want to know if this is standard procedure for them able to do that. Literally, don't show the judge the agreement. Literally. Isn't it? And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying that I know, because that's not my field, innit? But can the judge not overturn a case like this that has to do with something that affects the public? Isn't it well in the judge's right when it comes to this? Because it's a touchy subject. You're talking about the environment, you know. Isn't it well within the court's right to do so? The judge is right. Doesn't a judge have that level of authority? Guys, please remember to hit the like button. I have to keep saying that because a lot of you watch, but I don't know why you keep forgetting to hit the like button. I just feel like you just forget, because there's no way you sit down and watch a whole program and spend 2-3 hours watching and you don't like the program. Unless you're an agent or something, you're just waiting for me to say something so you can write it down. Lawsuit. That must be the only thing. Right? But yeah, I found that very, very strange, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, that makes headlines and everybody's saying, oh, what the hell are going on? So did I say I don't know where to start? That's because I still cannot wrap my mind around the idea that our environmental regulator felt they had the authority to enter into any kind of agreement on our behalf, right, on behalf of the citizens of the country, in relation to an environmental protection issue, and then tell me and you say it's a secret deal and we can't see it. So enter the Minister of Environment. Well, we call him that. He really isn't the Minister of Environment. Anyway, Matthew Samuda deals with environmental matters, and he gets involved and says the secret deal is to be released. And when we see it, bear shock are gone into this year case.
How much do you feel like this is a distraction? How much do you feel like this is a distraction, ladies and gentlemen? Because remember, say Andrew Holness is a man that plays chess, you know? Andrew Holness is a man that plays chess. How much do you feel like this situation is a distraction? You feel like this genuinely boss out? And I remember when and I have a next question. These are just questions. I'm not saying it's a distraction. But do you remember when Pastor Peter Chambers said that there's going to be a fresh disgrace? Could this be the fresh disgrace, ladies and gentlemen? Somebody says, so it means the judge then become a clown in the courthouse. What can go so? Boy, I don't know. Let's continue.
He heard about this environmental matters, and he gets involved and says the secret deal is to be released. And when we see it, bear shock are gone into this year case. Now, Minister Samuda tells me he heard about this matter on the news. But remember, I said he really isn't Minister of Environment. That's because NEPA, the National Environment and Planning Agency, falls under the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Who is the actual minister? It's Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
Backside, what can go
What
so?
can go so? What can go so?
Wanna tell me, say 19 different agencies are on Andrew Holness. 19. I wanna tell me, say this a man, something wrong. Something wrong, people.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
And up to the time I've recorded this video, we haven't heard from him in terms of what he knew and when he knew it.
Yeah.
And it's always important, you know, in a story like this, when you have wheels within wheels, to take a step back and to look at the big picture.
Right.
And part of the big picture here is that this is a prominent Jamaican company that exports products.
So hold on there. You hear me, I say, people.
Picture here is that this is a prominent
Pause right there, so. You see in America and other places, you see statement where that company I make when them say, oh, but no fish didn't die, and you know people are just blowing it out of proportion. You see trade wind citrus in any other country would I get cancer. I wonder if you hear what me say a while ago. Me not tell nobody say we cancel them, you know. Me I tell you, in any other situation in any other country, trade wind citrus would be cancelled. Nobody would buy nothing from them. I would not believe.
Jamaican company that exports products. They're before the court on a criminal charge of environmental pollution, and a case that looks as if it could very well be successfully prosecuted.
Exactly.
And the company convicted, and that is a situation that could lead to a whole heap of reputational damage for the company here at home and abroad where they export to,
right,
and perhaps in places that take environmental issues a whole heap more seriously than we do. But back to the secret deal.
That's what me I say. People, let me tell you something. Certain place, this company is done. Them can never operate them the place there ever again after this. You see, it's not about the spill, you know. It's the response to the spill. How them respond. You think say any court in a certain other country were really serious about environmental issues I gotta have one secret deal? You must be mad. Oi, that company they all in the next 5 years, they still have pay back money. May I tell you that? Yeah, them still have pay back money. Because you see, this is what I was saying in my previous live in regards to this topic. I touched on it a little bit, but what she's coming with, there's more information. That's why I may react to it, right? I'm saying, you as knowing that you have this company by the balls, as she's saying, right? It's no reason for you to go into a deal with them. It make it seem like them have the upper hand, but the NEPA, the National Environmental, whatever them name, it shows a breach. But then the bigger breach is that the office operates in the Prime Minister's office and him is really the minister. So, Andrew Holness, you say you're a caring government. You don't care about the environment enough to prosecute this company to the full length of the law. I wonder, I really wonder, what is the relationship, if there is any, between Andrew Holness and the owners of that company? I think further investigation needs to be done. But then again, it's a Jamaican, the corruption stinks so. Who really are going to investigate Andrew Holness outside of the Integrity Commission? Who is really going to investigate him thoroughly? You know? Shout out to Kyle Allen in the building. Confidential deal. What can go so?
So the mediation agreement that NEPA agreed to with Tradewind Citrus was released. And as I said, it's shocking, honestly. No wonder them never want to see it. So the deal now is between NRCA and Tradewinds. And you hear people talk about NRCA, you hear we talk about NEPA. NRCA is a Natural Resources Conservation Authority. It's a statutory body established under the Natural Resources Conservation Act, and it has responsibility for environment planning. Now, the National Environment and Planning Agency, that's NEPA, does the technical and the administrative work of the Natural Resources Conservation Authority. So, certainly for the purposes of this issue, you can think of them as one big entity. So, according to the deal now, NRCA agrees to immediately withdraw from the prosecution and to try to put an end to the court proceedings, including by using entry of a nolle prosequi. Now, a nolle prosequi is a legal device that the prosecution uses to suspend proceedings, and it's important to say that a nolle doesn't end proceedings. It suspends a court case, and the prosecution can then go back later on and continue the court proceedings. For instance, if you get more evidence, or if there are witnesses that are now willing to come forward that weren't willing to come forward before. So
that is important to note. The case was suspended. But the interesting thing about this, which them are gonna put, you're gonna hear later, which me are gonna say now, there was some deal made between potential people that could come forward to reopen the case. Yo, this is diabolical, you know. This is, let me tell you what I think this is. What I see here. This is people that have full knowledge of the law and knows how to go around the law to save them own a ASS. That is what I see. That is exactly what I see, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting. Just me I go play it again. I want to take note of this part right so. This is very important.
The deal now, NRCA agrees to immediately withdraw from the prosecution and to try to put an end to the court proceedings, including by using entry of a nolle prosequi. Now, a nolle prosequi is a legal device that the prosecution uses to suspend proceedings, and it's important to say that a nolle doesn't end proceedings. It suspends a court case, and the prosecution can then go back later on and continue the court proceedings. For instance, if you get more evidence, or if there are witnesses that are now willing to come forward that weren't willing to come forward before. So here's the thing. NEPA had been granted what's called a fiat to prosecute environmental cases by the Director of Public Prosecutions. A fiat means permission to prosecute. So instead of prosecutors from the office of the DPP handling the matter, these cases, including this one, were being handled by permission by
people. Want to see why we need to go over here, so go sub up to that area. This is the reason why. This is the reason why we need to go sub up. This is great work. Bringing the information, doing the research. All credit. All credit.
NEPA, but acting DPP Claudette Thompson told me on Radio Jamaica's Beyond the Headlines that the DPP's office really didn't know what was going on in this case.
Oh, come on,
Stop
man.
the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
How is that even possible? Hey, Miss World, that's a good point. Is this juice company, have they ever donated to HOLNESS campaign? But come on, DPP.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
DPP
Stop lying.
and DPP.
Stop.
If what you're saying is true,
What can go so?
how does the Department of Public Prosecution don't know about the case that is being prosecuted? What?
Hey, who mess is this?
What?
Who mess is this?
How, Sway? How? Genevieve, how you doing? Rosalie, how you doing? What kind of relationship are they in with together? I don't know. I'm just asking. Is there a relationship between this company and HOLNESS that runs the office of NEPA? Yo, bro, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, bro.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not
Damn,
right.
It gets worse. I can tell
Tell
you
about
that.
them.
It gets worse.
She said NEPA wrote to the office of the DPP in October saying it had been recommended, they didn't say by who, that they asked for a nollie, and that they would be back in court on November 27th and that they urgently needed guidance. Now, Ms. Thompson said on November 27th, her office wrote back saying they needed more information, said they didn't have the file, with the reports and letters and everything that went on in the matter, and she said they can't give guidance if they don't have the background information. And she said the next thing she heard, she was hearing on news that the matter had been disposed of. All right.
Whoa! How much I want to believe that? How much I want to believe, say, them hear, the DPP heard on the news. And if these people don't go sit down somewhere, bro,
Today.
I swear to God, man. I swear to God, man. They really take.
So here's a look at the agreement itself. Tradewinds agrees to take all reasonable steps to maintain and expand its use of best environmental practices and will actively collaborate with NEPA and community groups in environmental monitoring and developing sustainable solutions for the areas of the Rio Cobre adjacent to its properties. NRCA agreed to release Tradewinds from all claims and lawsuits. It agreed it won't make any claim against Tradewinds. They agreed Tradewinds is not admitting liability, so Tradewinds is not agreeing that they did anything wrong. So here's one of the clauses.
Oh, so they just get away scotch-free. Oh, they get away scotch-free. They did nothing wrong. Even now, if we find evidence that they did something wrong, they didn't do nothing wrong. So they basically solidified and sealed that report. Yo, listen, man. The only way this case is reopened is if some entity is brave enough and has the wherewithal on how to investigate this deal and find out if there's any corruption that happened. Who got You know what I'm saying? That is the only way. But if this is the corruption all the way from the top, hey, I'm just saying, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all already know what it is. Somebody said same way she have the SSL report ID. No one talking about it. Paula is a wicked girl. Hey, listen, them time are coming up. The Almighty is not sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. It's not sleeping. Trust me.
This is why I said this agreement is shocking.
Very
The
much
parties said that they won't bring or assist in any legal action against each other arising directly or indirectly out of this particular situation. So the government environmental regulator, right, that has primary responsibility for protecting the environment, has agreed in a secret deal that if any citizen decides to sue Tradewinds in association with this pollution incident, that they not help them. No one that
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Yo, I did not just hear that. Nah. Let me play it.
it agreed it won't make any claim against Tradewinds. They agreed Tradewinds is not admitting liability, so Tradewinds is not agreeing that they did anything wrong. So here's one of the clauses why I said this agreement is shocking. The parties said that they won't bring or assist in any legal action against each other arising directly or indirectly out of this particular situation. So the government environmental regulator, right, that has primary responsibility for protecting the environment, has agreed in a secret deal that if any citizen decides to sue Tradewinds in association with this pollution incident, that they not help them. No wonder attorney Marcus Goff, who is representing the group Friends of the Rio Cobre, calls this agreement a sellout. It is a disgraceful betrayal of the public trust. That's what it is. That's what I would.
So, y'all heard that. Let me go to this. So, this is a fresh disgrace. I just typed in what is the mandate of the NEPA. This is a short answer. To manage and protect the natural and built environments in support of Jamaica's sustainable development. The National Environment and Planning Agency of Jamaica has the following mandate. NEPA is responsible for protecting the environment. NEPA manages natural resources. NEPA is responsible for land use and spatial planning. NEPA's mission is to promote sustainable development by ensuring the environment is protected and development is orderly. Ladies and gentlemen, what we just heard from that agreement, and it goes on down here, environment management, prevent and controlling pollution, and assessing pollution and investigating and reporting pollution incidents, receiving and processing applications and providing. I don't see anything in this that says NEPA is supposed to strike deals with secret deals with persons or entities or companies that has polluted the environment allegedly. Let me just say allegedly, because basically the deal with them signed basically I say the company don't do nothing. So let me say allegedly. And even if a citizen was to come and literally say, yo, bad man, me a sue because such and such and such, and here's the evidence. NEPA and the government is binded by a contract, a deal, which they are not going to fulfill their mandate of protecting the environment. The people them living in the environment, you know. This is a breach of mandate, you know. This is a breach. This is a full breach of mandate. And it is sad that Jamaica is not as environmentally aware and stern, because this needs protests. Everybody needs to go out and protest about this. Everybody in a NEPA, not one person. Anybody that is associated with NEPA should be forced to resign, including the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You understand? It is under his watch. His office of the Prime Minister, him and the minister, as a matter of fact, he should be barred from being responsible for anything we have to do with the welfare of Jamaican people. What a man wicked. You think him can come, just come to, oh, he wasn't aware? What is Jamaica? We in a trouble, you know? We in a trouble. Why not tell her, hey? Thank God for God. That's all I can say. Thank God for God. Because if God never governed this world, we wouldn't want for day night. If there wasn't a God, if God never exists, I would not want to exist in this world. God is my only peace of mind for no say. Judgment and balance is going to come. And the only thing that gives me a semblance of peace. The man them literally going against their mandate, you know? Literally. Hey, me don't want nobody come tell me about government and this aside. I have never seen anything. This is unprecedented. Big up Mystic Sensation. This is unprecedented. May I take that word of my boss? Unprecedented. We have never seen anything like this. The man is managing 19 different agencies in the Prime Minister's office. And one of his agencies literally, you talk about the environment, you know? You talk about oil spill, you know?
Would call it. Then of course the even more disgraceful attempt to keep this agreement secret. So look at the agreement again. It says they agree to maintain in strict confidence the existence.
I'm not going to play no more. I'm not going to play no more, Ashi. I'm going to talk your mind TV. When you go over there, I'm going to watch a full video. Zane, mighty God of Daniel, what can go so? What can go so? Alright, that's what me want to go. Right, that's what me want to go. I want to go to the people. Understand?
It's better than none. Although there was initially concern.
No. From going around the I wish he was an honorable thief. And HOLNESS them give the people them a one-off payment.
Listen to this.
And make them sign a paper so they can't sue the government.
Okay, what go on?
Because Andrew must cease and desist from going around the country. And then the campaign about him and prepare for general election. Andrew must cease and desist from them criminal activity there. When I go on with him, is not the Prime Minister. Wow. Him is a thief. And if he treated as such, as a thief, them are powder him too much. And matter some that is why now the whole of them not stole big lump sum of money. Andrew
way to contaminate the river. They are responsible for
stole. I'm married to her. I know Andrew is promoting for beating wife.
come forward in terms of their responsibilities to the people, and they are responsible for giving Windalco this vast leeway to contaminate the river.
Because Windalco pay Andrew bills. Windalco pay Andrew one big lump sum of money, and two of them make money and the people them suffer.
Wow.
There's no way this backside company in Jamaica.
No way.
I do them I do, and I disrupt the people them livelihood in the country. And the government takes side with Windalco against the people them and tell lie. Andrew Michael Holness takes side with Windalco against the people them. Understand here?
So many years.
I get 130,000.
So say in a normal week, how much you could make from fishing?
From fishing? In a normal week, like I 160 or 170,000 in a week.
In 1 week from fishing?
Yeah.
So when you get
Fish
this,
in our water, crayfish, lobster, everything. A fish spot we set on shoreline. So we have a food.
so the 130,000 in terms of compensation now, how far that went to compensate you?
Well, I have to switch around things to something else, like to meat board and flowers and things.
You can imagine people who don't know say you now violate. $1,000 US no money, you know. A lot of people don't have it, but $1,000 US is no money. And less than $1,000 US they give this some money, you know, according to him I say, you know, as compensation, you know.
Spend the money in that. Say me can turn over something and make things go on.
Well, from the big pollution now, I see a terrible havoc, like none of the youths them catching fish. Away from that, you know, we have to try different alternative to make the family go to school and things. I have like a 2-month contract with somewhere else, so I be there on that, and when I come back, it's back to the whole original, okay? So you can't leave a route around, okay? So when you do stuff like that, back to the river, don't it?
Clifton Barrett has been fishing along the banks of the Rio Cobre for over 30 years. The ongoing impact of the fish kill has affected him badly.
Devastating. Now we can't get no fish to eat, sell, nor make my livelihood alright.
But when you come back to the river now, what is in the river now?
No fish that we can catch, we sell or eat or give a friend them somewhere, so nothing I go on the river now. If you go down there and look now, you hardly see any of the little insect them where survive in the water when the water is good. Because when the water is good and clean, you see some little ticky and some
True matter. When the water clean, you see some little fishy. Some little, so they call them ticky. Real thingy matter. If you don't see the ticky, something wrong.
People call it bobby biter, but we call them sandfly, you know. So we don't see none of them there yet.
I'm doing a little coconut to build like a oil. Do a little chocolate, although it is scarce. Nothing still is in the river. We don't know when this hope will over. Because there's no.
So that are the danger, people, when we not talk about it in my previous reaction. The long-term effects of this thing. We don't know. It could be years before the river recover. And when you factor in those things, and the man them sign this agreement, you have to say, yo, Jano, them people operate for one different level of no integrity. Them not have no love for the people, them only care about themselves. For them to even have a deal like that. And then when name Matthew Samud and them at Kotabo said them never aware, DPP wasn't aware. That are the best thing can do.
No fish put back in the rivers yet. And we have to try a lot of things. A lot of little things.
So tell me, what has happened for you since last year when they had the pollution?
Well, very bad. I have to turn to flowers, meat board and things to survive. And no other people don't have anything to turn to survive.
Mr. Andrew Holness them are wicked.
Of
Andrew Holness them take side with the backside company against the people them. I wonder if I feel like a joke.
Hey, man, I tell you, man, Pastor Peter Chambers said there's gonna be a big disgrace. I don't know if you remember that prophecy there. This have to be it. This have to be it. This is a big disgrace. This is not no 9-day wonder. You understand what I say? As I said before, yes, they met them deal or whatever. Jamaican people, who still are going to support That company there. You still go buy and patronize them product. I ask you. Me want to know from Uno will watch this video here. Are you guys going to support this company that clearly got away? Right? Clearly got away. This case should have been prosecuted. Are you guys going to still buy their products in the supermarket after this incident? Let me know in that comment section. I think you already know where I stand with it. I don't even need to say it.
Oh, now go here. And them are pretend like them don't know what go on. I'll matter some more that pretend like him don't know what go on. You all of them know what go on.
Right, so they are struggling.
What you say you have to turn to?
Meat board and flowers.
What's that?
Chopping board.
Oh, you mean like you make the board out of a tree?
Yeah.
And flowers? What you do with flowers? Talk into the mic.
The Jackson Miller, big up yourself.
May I tell you, man?
Well, I put them into bag.
I'm wanting to just go on YouTube and support the Jackson Miller.
Definitely.
Watch her because she break down the things and the way you can understand it. You see, because them are talking in Chinese in the parliament over the Jackson Miller, she break it down and you can understand it. Just like how you hear me attack, the same attack to you can understand it. So you can give her some strength. You hear me at all? You can continue.
Have them on the roadside and sell them.
And how that going compared to the fishing?
Well, the fishing is much more better.
Yeah, right, chicken.
But I still can survive by the flowers and meat board. But other people don't have anything to survive after.
Hey, you know a key word that brother I use and most Jamaicans I use? Survive. It's not living, you know. Survive. Andrew HOLNESS, where is this prosperity where you wanna talk about? Where there? The people they say them a survive. And that the word them out of them more than anything else. Surviving. Them not live, them not thrive. When they have prosperity, you know a song when you're nice, so you go at them vibes there. You understand? People must survive. You know, somebody did feel sorry for Andrew HOLNESS. But me don't feel sorry for him again. When me did hear Pastor Peter Chambers lay out the prophecy of how him a go fall, thus saith the Lord. And him lay out the prophecy and him say, he's going to wish that he was not born. He better him never did born. No, me understand. Yeah. Hey, Father. For anything you say, Allah, Father God. Me not feel sorry for nobody else. When Father God declares say, and this are the judgment. This from this moment on, me not feeling sorry for nobody. Me trust God. If you know say, God, I give the perfect judgment and the righteous judgment because God is a righteous God. Them are people are too wicked.
What you use?
The fisherman swims. The fisherman them make 60,000 per week. So Andrew HOLNESS give them 130,000. Those 2 week money give them and left them. I make them sign with them right. For them sue the government.
2 weeks.
The government bribe them. Hey, Andrew, you need to lift up and cut in, brother.
Fish, perch, sunfish, eel, mullet, and we don't see any more of that one and kill out everything. We don't have anything more of that.
So what is in the river now?
Well, in the river right now, well, we can see 2 catfish and thing, man. We don't want a catfish.
Why?
Catfish, we don't generally eat them there. Then clean out the river. we don't eat those. And we don't sell those. So nobody don't want them there for buy. And most of them they survive through a system in our water right now.
Me don't have a fish man. Me have fish man. A Sunday day when you look at it's a pleasure to look at my dish. When me season up my fish, me just cover them up and them stay there and start. Yeah, man, nice fish.
Marinate.
I would feel happy and proud if someone come along and said, "Would you like a fish?" Me not talk something of itch in your teeth or in your throat. A nice fish, because our duty is that when we catch an extra small fish, we're supposed to put it back. And if we catch a fish that looking like it is pregnant, having a lot of egg, we throw it back because that can give you several more fishes.
Now, we want to fast forward to that part, yeah. Where the man might test the water, cause me not gonna play everything. We have to go over there and watch Talk Your Mind on yourself. Zane, on the pre this.
ppm. This jar is about 10 milliliters. We are testing now for the pH level. So, given the coloration of the water in this little jar here, the test tube, and you match it now against the coloration on this chart. So you will notice that the green coloration here matches the coloration on the chart, the green coloration on the chart.
Right.
And this now is a number of 8. It's a number 8. So you can see the pH level at this level of the water is extremely high because fish survives up to 4. And this is 8. It is now double.
So the water where they must no fish not dead in a people. The man they must test the water. This is evidence now. Yo, we fi sue the government, you know. We fi sue NEPA, you know. Since we can't sue the juice company, the people at Jamaica need to farm. Hey, Will Rattigan, where they? We need to start get serious. The people of Jamaica need, and we have a petition I go on. I don't even know how much I want to sign the petition. But we have a petition I go on for blackout the OBM and the voodoo man where them can't come in December. Must say 12 and 14. Now I'm up here. Yeah. One of my moderator them were there. Pat W. You must have the link and the message when be sent to you in your phone. Copy that and paste it in the chat for the petition. We have got to sign one next petition. Will Rattigan, somebody please reach out to Will Rattigan and Isaac Buchanan. And then probably I think about this already. So when me say I don't know fresh. But let me put it out there. We need to sue the government. We need to find out if it's possible for the Jamaican people collectively sue the Prime Minister's office and NEPA. Since as we can't sue the juice company, we need to sue the Prime Minister, right, and NEPA. Right? Because of him run the office, you know. And you know, say, Matt Samuda, you're in this too because you come on TV and I represent and whatever. So, when them call it, when them call it something there, RICO, you're in the RICO charge, my general. Yeah, man. You make Angela setting up. You're in the RICO charge too. Yo, we need to sue them people immediately. Immediately. Evidence needs to be gathered, right? And we need to sue them. And we're going to sue them on the basis of going against the mandate of the NEPA office. Where they have on their website. Right? They need to get sued. If people in welfare. 2 week money. 2 week. People need to get compensated, man. And the wider Jamaica is affected by the environment, you know. So they violate them people in another area there. They violate we. For you violate one Jamaican, you violate all Jamaican. And I just want people to understand and unite. Understand. We need to sue the government, brethren. We need to sue the government.
The amount of pH level.
And the government of Jamaica takes side with the backside
so much,
company.
Jenny,
give the people them a one-off payment from them livelihood, you know. 60,000 a week them making up. I make the people them sign a paper. So they can't sue the government. That means that the government know what them are do.
Yes.
But that's where the profit is, Andrew. You will never be the Prime Minister again. Don't matter what you do. So it's a backfire upon you. But me so make a year calamity.
Fishes can survive into the river. So clearly, somebody now has to give an account as to why this high level of pH level at this end of the river. I am about to conduct another testing.
Watch this.
At another point.
Pay attention.
Which is the point above where the discoloration is coming out of the mountainside into the Ryakova River. So this here is clear water coming down, and on the surface of it, no pollution.
So are you saying that upstream the turbidity, above where the pollution is, the turbidity is 0?
Right. and below it was 40.
Yes, which is exactly what it's supposed to be, 0.
We're now going to be testing for dissolved oxygen.
Upstream?
Upstream. The dissolved oxygen here is between 0 and 4. If you look at the coloration, between 0 and 4.
So the shade, the water match the shade on the paper, and then get the reading.
It was 4, which was where the source was coming out. This is above the source, so you can see this. This is quite normal.
Normal.
This would have been upstream.
Yes.
So it has not got to the point where we'd have seen the effect of this pollution downstream, like say in the gorge in the Kent Village area, where quite often we see the dead fish when we have this level of pollution. Are you telling me that it has not reached there yet? Is it because of the low tide or whatever the case might be? I don't know. You tell me.
It could very well be, but remember last week we had a fish kill down in the Gregor Park area, and NEPA has done their testing and their sampling, and they have still to disclose the source.
Then Andrew one is a NEPA himself, you know. I'm responsible for NEPA. I'm a proprietor for NEPA, you know. So that means an intake side with the backside company, you know, to make the people them sign with them right, you know, to 130,000, you know.
Tell it to backside
of that fish kill. So we don't, and we have seen evidence. For example, the lilies. These are natural indicators. The lilies from the Bogwart Bridge going down to the old dam head. All of those lilies have started to quail up. Now this is grossly unusual because those type of lilies, they love the water, and as long as they are on the water along with sunshine, they only flourish. But right now, if you look on it, you can see that the lilies coming from down there are burnt up. So that, in my view, is an indication that the water downstream is experiencing some level of compromisation as a result of this kind of leakage into the river.
Some tests were done here this morning, and they're internationally approved tests, and it has shown that there is a high level of pollution in the water from this area where it comes out of the rock into the Rio Cobre. Where do you think this is coming from?
To my knowledge, it would be coming from Windalco. Reason being, whenever time they have the spill, the smell, and the effect, and also the debris that leave on the rocks, that's just the same.
What is the effect of this pollution to the residents in this area who have to use the Rio Cobre for fishing purposes and also drinking water, and some people swim in the river?
I don't think it's good for the health.
Hey, Sean, it's already a bit of Charmaine.
Above where the water coming from, you can see some little small fish, and below there's none. So if you go downstream and you see a few fish, it's like where some other spring come out, you'll find one or a few fish there trying to survive.
But we haven't seen a major fish kill in this area, especially along the Kent Village area. You have an idea why, with this level of pollution, we haven't seen that fish killers yet?
Based on my knowledge, once the water travels under the earth, it can filter before it reaches here. So the effect we have, it's not going to be that strong more than it's going to do the damage like right here where it come out. But like for it to go down further, you have a lot of spring. So basically it's going to dissolve. It's not going to be as strong as right here or when it come down from the riverhead.
So when you hear what go on, alright, I'm going to drop some bombshells on you now. I'm going to drop some bombshells on you now.
With environmental week. So there's a whole heap going on here. And part of the big picture here said on November 26th.
And he wants say, if a member of parliament sit in cabinet and I go on with fuckery, and the citizens them all agree that this bridge is not fit, and must one of these people who on an investigation send out them gunman, Robert Garvin,
says NEPA told them and said they have
folk who depend on.
Right, that's some people. I never know, say. I'm going to close off this reaction to this part with this. I never hear this clip with Talk Your Mind TV. I'm going to play it with Mr. Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth. We'll listen to this.
And we'll never be the Prime Minister again. We want to listen to it.
Listen to this.
The General Officer, listen to this.
God has already pulled Jamaica from his grasp, meaning the Prime Minister's grasp. So like Samson, he's shaking himself, as at other time, not realizing that God has not only left him, but has removed Jamaica from his grasp. But today is the day that it is now official and will begin to manifest. If he holds on to the reins of power, everything will crumble around him. I'm going to say it one more time. If he holds on doggedly, stubbornly to the reins of power of this nation, everything will collapse around him, just shatter around him.
This video here, a couple months ago, the Virginia talk about this, you know. But because the Prime Minister find himself has so much corruption, and if, you know, the people have find out time about shame, and him saying can't take the name Carl and shame, so that is why he prefer bring down the whole of Jamaica with him to save him face. And all him face him I try to save, you know. Ain't no saying get fucking, you know. I just him face him I try to save.
And so it's an open call, no prejudice, straight word from God that it is time for him to step aside. Jamaica must repent as well. 3 consecutive days, because there are others who will be exposed on both sides. God is a merciful God, but he has already made the decision, certain changes, and there's nothing they can do to stop that. But he will have mercy in terms of certain consequences. So as the kingdom of Israel, the nation of Israel was ripped from the hand of Saul, so has Jamaica been ripped from the hand of the current Prime Minister.
We tell him,
mark that down. And if he tries to hold on out of pride or whatever other ways or motives, the Lord, by virtue of the fact that he has now withdrawn himself, there's no grace there. Things are just going to crumble around him.
Hallelujah.
And make his leadership untenable.
Yes.
Tedious.
People don't see what I want. You think Pastor shut the word, say it and prophesy. Pastor Peter Chambers been a prophesy. Andrew Holness. Faith has been declared by the Most High. In entire kingdom. And anybody we associated with it. When you hear Pastor Peter say the death angel, I go visit them. When you never did hear when him say it, thus said the Lord, not my word. I don't know, nobody come to them, come go shoot them up, you know. And natural causes them are dead by now. You don't see that? You don't see that? I want to remember the other prophecy. State funeral. State funeral. Somebody in the cabinet according to the prophetic. A word to the wise is sufficient. Big up Pat W. Thank you so much. Keep dropping that petition in the chat for me as long as you're here. My other moderators that are here, please copy that petition link. Anytime I go live, me need to know if you post it. Me need to know if you post it left, right, and center. Everybody need to sign that petition there. They look at voodoo, man. Don't put him on the screen. That voodoo brother, where them a come with, you know, indulge me. I want to see how much people want to ban that man from Jamaica. And then I'm going to show Andrew Holness. I'm going to send it to the office. Make sure Sam get it. We ain't loan some no for it. Don't worry yourself. I'm going to make sure Sam get it. We don't want nothing with this man involved with come to Jamaica. You understand? As long as I talk about the people who believe in the Most High and worship the Most High. No say there's a God. What this man is coming saying that he's offering to people, only Jesus Christ alone can offer it. You understand what I deal with? And the Most High. So, we know say this man is not with God and God is not with him. So we don't want him here. Enough judgment are reached Jamaica already. And pending judgment is there. So the art of living, I want to make sure so no boycott the art of living, you know. Don't send no picnic. Don't go there. When you left that alone. Good. Enough said. Let's continue.
And impossible. Watch and you will see. So God has already pulled Jamaica from.
May I see if the
Alright, so Andrew Holness get rid of. Pretty much. Andrew Holness get rid of. Right? Make me call let me make that one call because we have to call Mama upon that one because Mama text me a little thing, you know. Which one she come verbalize. Although it is all alleged, we still need to hear about the allegation them. Come in there, Mama. Mama. Forward there. I'm telling people them where you hear from the grapevine about that situation and that court case. Yeah. Pick up your phone there, man. Yes. Peace and honor. Cut off that something there.
Cut it off.
Yeah, man. All right. Talk to me. Where you say it here now from the higher ups?
Say the company there, where I try protect. Yeah. I them fund them election time. I them give money for spend election time. Oh, so that's why you see me defend them so much.
So allegedly.
Yes, it's a program. It's a program. They listen the other night and somebody call in.
Yeah.
And I tell the person, say, I them fund them.
So
them fund them. So that's why you see the defense so tall.
All right, let me tie this up in our both people and we are listening. So allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, the company that got off from the NEPA case, that got this secret deal, allegedly, this company has funded Andrew Holness' campaign previously. So, is it possible that this is why them get off so easy? We just ask a question, based off our allegation. And I think it's enough of a big allegation to pose the question. You get what I deal with? And I hope that there's entities out there, investigators, that can find this evidence and put it on YouTube. So vloggers like myself can present it. But continue. You have anything else to say, Mama? Because I'm going to wrap up that one.
No, one thing we can tell him, if you can get you from man, you can get you from God.
That is it.
God, man not serious or dangerous like God. So when God hold on for him, it is a day to remember. Yeah, man.
Right, yeah, man. Blessings here.
Every time.
Thanks to make yourself
big up yourself.
You know I love.
Yes, man.
All right. Cool.
More love. Yeah, cool.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This NEPA situation is something where I believe, like I said, we need to sue the government. But I want to know what you think in the comment section about that. Are you willing to put your signature behind suing the government? Do you care enough about the environment, ladies and gentlemen? Do you understand that the interaction between us and the environment is so important? We have to protect it. It feeds us. It is our home. Not because you have one building where you're sleeping at. The natural environment is a natural home. And it's the most important one. Believe. And greetings to Patrick. You don't know Brandon in St. Andrews in the building. Bless up yourself, every time. Dana Whittaker, big up. Zine, and people remember to like and share the video. Zine. Yeah, man, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell and click all, so you get all notifications when they go live. And if you don't get notifications, join my WhatsApp group, 1-876-451-6535. It's the same calling number. Sassy says Sue. Follow me on Bolo V&R 2.0, Bolo V&R Clips, and Bolo V&R. All my platforms, alright? Let's get to the next topic. Somebody just text me a while ago.